Morning, Jim.
Morning, Mark.
We just want to talk briefly about growing up in your hometown, Bayside, what
Sure,
that was like.
Sure.
And
Well, Bayside was a great town to grow up. There were kids everywhere. It was a real diverse community. Kind of like growing up the way you should have grown up. I remember kids being in the street, going out after school. My parents, my father had the whistle. Heard the whistle, you knew it was come back for dinner. But yeah, Bayside was a great community. Lots of good people.
what story sticks out most in your mind about what your father would say at dinner time?
Wow, my father would say at dinner time. Well, he talked about work. I mean, think about my father. He really loved what he did. So it wasn't somebody coming home from work who just lunch pail guy, put the lunch away, didn't want to hear from it. So he would talk about the practice, the firm, the law. He loved it. He really did. Not so much particular clients, but just in general. If he were on trial, we'd certainly be knowing about that. If he had a real estate deal or another deal, he enjoyed it. So we definitely grew up listening to it and appreciating it.
Any one story stand out in your mind that had a major impact in your life that said, law is where I really want to focus?
Not so much one story, just a lot of little stories. What I gleaned from my father's practice was that he really liked people. He didn't have a practice where he was representing large corporations. He represented people, people in the community, and he always gave them time. And he really enjoyed that part of it, working with people, doing things for people, helping people out. The thing I'll say most about what I remember most about my father was he could multitask, and he always had patience, and he always gave time to people. I recall being a young child. My father opened the office. I was only 5 years old. So I remember going in there on Bell Boulevard in Bayside, 5 years old, with my mother, coloring and playing. But I recall as a child in grammar school, I'd come home and I had to call Dad, tell him what was going on in school or a problem. And he could have been in the office with, the president of Chrysler, and he would take the phone. Jimmy, what's up? So he was always good at balancing the office with his home life, with the kids, with my mother, obviously. We all kind of learned that from him, because you definitely have to have a special sense, a special talent for being your own boss, having your own firm. You have to have balance in your life. And we definitely learned that from my father.
It's obvious that the value of family is placed very high. I heard that from your brothers as well, and the importance and the significance.
Sure. Well, we pay it forward. When my little one, Matthew, calls, he's going into 4th grade. I pick up the phone. Hey, Matt, what's up? It's not, I'm at work. I'll call you back later. The fact that we all work together is a great thing. Don, Kevin, and I. It's funny. My wife will tell me, there's a family event. Did you talk to Don? And, I forgot to tell him. I'll tell him tomorrow. My wife will say, well, don't you work with him all day? Well, what were you talking about? I said, well, we work with them, but we have our own little thing. So it's great, because I do see Don, I do see Kevin every day. It's a way to keep in touch with them and their kids and their lives. But at the same time, it's a working relationship, and we work independently. We work together on some things, so it works for us.